Welcome to Plutus STEM, and today we are covering the topic Osmotic Pressure from Class 12 Unit Solutions. Now, in today's lecture, we will try to define what is osmotic pressure plus what is its significance and how it can be used. These are our objectives for today's lecture. So first thing, before we dive into what is osmotic pressure, first we need to define what is osmosis. What is osmosis? What is osmosis? So osmosis refers to, let's say you have a solution which is separated by a semi-permeable membrane. On this side I am having my solution and on this side I have my pure solvent. Now on the left hand side, this solution contains some solute, contains some solvent, and thereby it will have some vapor pressure for the solution. Now, since originally the solution and here the amount of solvent is very high. Solvent is high because it has a mole fraction of 1. So naturally solvent possesses a higher vapor pressure. So using this vapor pressure, it pushes itself against the semi-permeable membrane and the solvent moves to the solution side. This phenomena of spontaneous movement of solvent to solution side via semi-permeable membrane, SPM, is called as osmosis. Now in this system, let's say I am attaching a piston. Now this piston, I am currently assuming that it is applying no pressure. So in this case, the solvent will spontaneously move from the right hand side to the solution side, and here the volume of the solution will keep on increasing. Now let's say you are now applying some pressure from the outside which is not equals to 0, but this pressure that I am applying, this applied pressure PA, is still lesser than the pure pressure that is being applied by the solvent, which is this case, whether 0 or less than the solvent. Now at some point of time, if I keep on increasing the pressure, this pressure applied and the pressure of the solvent at some point becomes equal. Now this piston should be on the solution side, not on the solvent side. Okay, this is the solution side. Now when I am pushing the solution down here, this force will now force the solvent molecule to move on the other side. But since my applied pressure and solvent pressure are now equal, these two pressures working against each other cancels out one another, and there will be no net movement of solution to the solvent or the solvent to the solution. This is called as, here let me change these ones here. This should be here. So the pressure applied on solution side when becomes equal to the applied pressure, then it is called as solution side to stop osmosis. To stop osmosis is called as your osmotic pressure phi. Osmotic pressure phi. Now if you go beyond it, that means if you increase the pressure to such a higher extent, then now the pure solvent from the solution starts to move on the solvent side. So here, now from the solution, pure solvent will move to the other solvent side, and this is reverse osmosis, because now previously the solvent was moving to the solution, but now from the solution the pure solvent is moving to the solvent side. And this is the same method that is used in RO filters to clean water by applying pressure. So we have understood now that osmotic pressure is the pressure that is applied on the solution side to stop the osmosis. It is represented by the symbol pi. Now, since we know from the Raoult's law that a higher pressure results when the mole fraction is high. When the mole fraction is high, that means the concentration is high. Now, since a higher temperature favors higher vapor pressure, that means it also depends on temperature. So, putting all this together, it will be C. R is the gas constant T. You can also put concentration as molarity, N upon V R T. So, a higher volume of the solution ensures a lower vapor pressure, while a highly concentrated solution ensures a higher osmotic pressure, because you need to apply a higher amount of pressure to cancel out the pressure of the solution. Now, what is its significance? What is its significance and uses? Now, while donating blood, the water that is running inside our veins, it has a definite pressure that it applies on our arteries. But as soon as this blood goes out into a packet, when you are donating it, in this, the pressure outside is 1 atm, which is 1 atmospheric pressure that you and I are feeling. But inside, this pressure is much higher compared to this one. So, because of change of pressure from the red blood cell, the water in this cell will start to move out, and these cells may burst or swell up based on this condition. Hence, whenever blood is taken out, immediately it is stored in a solution of 0.5 molar NaCl, 0.5% NaCl, which has the same pressure, osmotic pressure, as the red blood cell that we have in our body. Hence, this cancels out the vapor pressure and the blood can be stored for a longer period of time. That's how osmotic pressure is used. It is also used while soaking cholas, rajmas, beans for overnight. The same thing happens there, because the rajmas and the beans have less water in them. So when they are soaked overnight, the higher pressure of water goes inside them and swell them up. And this is purely because of osmosis. So this is the application and significance for your osmotic pressure. I hope this would have cleared all your doubts. And in case of any other doubts, you can add it to the comment section and we'll get back to you. That's all for today. Till then, like, share and subscribe. Thank you for joining us today.